I don't work out 6 days a week or have to train 3 hours a day to build a physique like this. In fact, if you're doing that, it's actually the reason you aren't seeing the progress you expect. And in this video, I'm going to teach you how you can actually work out less and see better results. You see, the fitness industry and influencers have convinced us that more is always better. And now you guys think that you need some complicated workout split or to live in the gym if you want a good physique. But most of us live normal lives and we just want to look good in a t-shirt, to have bigger arms and shoulders, and to lose that last layer of fat so we can actually see our abs when you look in the mirror. And if you're new here, my name's Kessler and I started this channel to simplify all the overcomplication you see online and give you everything you need to build a lean, aesthetic physique all in one place. Because I used to be the same as you. Every time I took a rest day, I thought I was setting my progress back. And if I didn't constantly try a new science-based exercise or switch to the newest workout split I saw online, then I'd never get the physique that I wanted. But it wasn't until I stopped consuming fitness content and really broke it down to the basics that my progress blew up and I was able to help guys like you do the same. So first, we need to start with your workout split. And I'm sure you've tried the classic push, pull, legs, or upper, lower, but I want you to realize that these aren't built for the balanced, proportional body that we all want. Guys that do PPL end up focusing all their energy on chest and back every single session, so those muscle groups get bigger and bigger while your arms and shoulders just end up as an afterthought. And guys running upper lower tend to run into the exact same trap. Your chest and your back always comes first in the workout, so by the time you get to your arms and shoulders, you don't have the same intensity to actually train them. So I took a look at the physique we all want to build. The broad chest, V-taper back, the arms and shoulders that actually fill out your t-shirt, and created a split that builds the right kind of body. The split I run and the one I teach inside of my program, the Lean Body Accelerator, is called PPLA, push, pull, legs, arms. And yes, you only need to train 4 days a week as long as you implement what I'm going to teach you inside of this video. Now, I want you to understand that there's only 3 ways to build muscle, and it's way simpler than you've been led to believe. You either get stronger, meaning you add weight, you add more reps at the same weight, or you increase your time under tension, meaning you make the rep itself harder by slowing it down and controlling it instead of rushing through it. That's it. It's as simple as just making sure every single workout, you're trying to do one of those 3 things better than you did last time. If your numbers aren't moving in one of those 3 ways, your physique just isn't going to change. And this is why training 6 days a week actually slows down your progress. One of the most common things I hear when I train with people is, oh, I didn't bench as much today because my chest is still sore from a few days ago. And most of you guys would just push through it anyway, have a worse workout, and then wonder why it feels like nothing is changing. If you can't increase one of those 3 numbers, that means your muscles haven't recovered, and that means you're basically just wasting time in the gym. So here's what nobody tells you when you first start lifting. Training doesn't build muscle. Training is just the signal to your body. The actual muscle growth happens after, when you're resting, when you're asleep, when you're not even thinking about the gym. And this is the biggest part that you're probably missing. Training less only works if you train hard on the days you do show up, and I mean really hard. When I'm in the gym, most of my sets are taking close to or all the way to failure. I'm not doing 15 half-effort sets just to feel like I did enough. I'd rather do 8 to 12 sets per muscle group every week and make every one of them actually count. That's the trade-off. You're not in the gym as often and can live a normal life, but when you are training, you actually have to show up and give your full effort. And then you leave and let your body do the part you can't see. That's the part that actually builds the physique. And the reality is it takes time to build muscle. You're building something that people can respect, and they only respect it because not everyone walks around with a good physique. I think too many of us think that we can skip the weight by switching splits or trying different workouts, but that's not the case. Everything works if you do it long enough, and the time is going to pass by anyway. PPLA is just the best split for building a balanced aesthetic physique, and it lets you live a normal life where your workouts can be 45 minutes to an hour with a bit of cardio at the end, and then you give your body time to actually recover and focus on what matters, like your career, your family, and the hundreds of other responsibilities that we have. Getting in really good shape shouldn't take over your whole life. It should feel simple, and it only feels simple when you have one plan that you actually stick to and stop switching every other week. So if you're stuck right now, have been going to the gym, training constantly, and you still aren't seeing the changes you want, I don't think the answer is adding another day or an extra workout when you're sore. I think it's asking whether the days that you are in the gym are actually hard enough and whether every set is actually working towards getting stronger, adding reps, or increasing the pump that you get from that workout. If you're doing one of those 3 things and not switching plans for at least the next 3 to 6 months, I guarantee you that you're going to build a way better physique than what you're currently doing. And over the next week, I'm going to be breaking down each one of these days for you: push, pull, legs, arms, exercise by exercise, so you know exactly what I do and help my clients do so they can have transformations like this. So make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss out on them. And if you don't want to wait around for the videos to drop, I've already built out step-by-step workouts with in-depth modules simplifying what you should be eating and how to actually lose fat while you build muscle inside of my program, the Lean Body Accelerator. It works no matter your age, your experience in the gym, or your starting point, and I really just created it so you guys could have a plan that you know works for people in your shoes. Now we've got 250 plus guys in there that finally have a plan that they can follow for life. So if you're interested, I'll put the link in the comments. As always, I appreciate you guys watching and hope you learn that you won't build a good physique unless you either get stronger, train harder, or add more reps in between sessions. And that you can really only build a good physique if you actually push close to failure and then give your body time to actually recover and build the muscle back. I'll see you guys in the next video breaking down the best exercises for growing your chest, which you can watch right here. Talk to you guys soon. Peace.